Hi, let's talk carpentry. Today we want to talk about calculations and cutting list. Whenever you are starting a cabinet, you need to know your dimensions. Number one, you need to know the kind of cupboard that you want to put, and you need to know how it will look like. All right. So for me, I've just put some measurements just for educational purposes. So let's say we want to make a cabinet that is 900 by 750 by 500. How do we go about it? So carpentry, most of the times we make sure we use mathematical approach. Mathematical approach. Now, what does it mean 900, 750 and 500? It means we are talking about length times width times height. And length is the longest side of an object. Width is the depth side of the object or the shortest side of the object or the shape or the cabinet. Then height is the vertical side. The height is the vertical side. As you can see, I've put L, H, and W here. And you can actually see also from this so that it can become clear and not difficult to understand. All right. And as I drew this, I drew it knowing that this is the front side. So whatever that we are seeing here, this is the front side where the doors are going to be. When you approach a cabinet, this is the frontal part that you are going to see. All right. Now, when you have your cutting, when you have your dimensions, now you know the kind of cabinet that you are going to make. It is very, very important to know where your screws are going to be put, how you are going to approach and make this cabinet. For instance, the way I have drawn this diagram, I know that my screws are going to be on the side panels here. All right. Some they will put on the up and bottom panels, but for me, I've used this as a simpler way so that we can also understand what we are trying to achieve here. All right. So now this diagram, if we are saying screws are going through the side panels, it means the side panels are going to sandwich these boards inside. All right. So now we know our our length of this box is 900. All right. And as you can see, there is a 16 millimeter here. It means this is the thickness of the board. Some they use 18 millimeter board, but I prefer 16 millimeter box. So when I am now calculating my box, being given this measurement, I want to see how long will this shelf and top panel and bottom panels are going to be. I go and say 900 subtract 16 because this is a panel and this is a panel. So we are saying 900 subtract 16 subtract 16. Then we are going to know that we are having 868 by 500. How did we find 868 by 500? Now we are saying this from here, I don't know if I can do this, from here to here inside, it's 868. And from here to here is the 500 that we said it is the width. All right. It is the 500 that we say it is the width. So we know now that my top and bottom panels, they have to have 868 by 500, which means if you add 868 plus 16, it's going to give you the whole dimension of the whole cupboard. All right. Then, when you are done with that, let's say you want to have a shelf inside. Like my shelf, as you see, it has a space in here on this side. It means my shelf is a bit inside. It's not as uh, uh, flashing as these ones according to the dimensions. So it's lesser. I've just removed 20 millimeter or 2 centimeters. I think that's why we are having 480. So because these ones are 500, this one is inside, it's 480. This is because sometimes when you are putting shelves inside, after you have put all this, the pressure and a little adjustment because of screws and screws pressures, or when you mount it on the wall, it might give a small discrepancy that if it is flushed at the back, it will give a bit of a gap and it won't look nice. So it's better to give a bit of, to minus a little bit of space so that you don't have such issues when it comes to the shelf. All right, now we know that we have a top and bottom, and we now have this shelf. Now we want to see the side panels. Now the side panels, as you can see, we have 750 millimeters. 750 millimeters, which means it is the height of the cabinet, how low, how high the cabinet is. All right. So we are taking this, and this as well. This is the depth, the one that we found here, which is 500. So you are saying my side panels, they are going to be 750 millimeter by 500. So that's why we have 750 by 500. All right. Now, if you so far you have understood where we are going, you see that I have written 221, which means we need two side panels, two bottom and top and bottom panels to make a box, and a shelf. So all in all, for you to have a simple cabinet, a box of cabinet, you need 5 planks, right? So this is how you write the cutting list. You know that as long as I am doing this box, it depends also on how many shelves you want to put. If it means you want to put another two, it makes them three. You now add two to this one and make them three because they are the same. Now we know that now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. This is how you make a cabinet. Now you see there is something that is called masonite backboard. This is a board that you put at the back of the cabinet. Some they use this melamine boards to put at the back. Some they use what we call masonite board. It's a thin one, the one that you see when you open the cupboard, the one that is white. This is the masonite board. And the masonite, how many masonite board do you need to cover this space at the back? All right. So according to our diagram, we are seeing that from this corner to this corner, it's 900. And we know from this corner to this corner, or we are talking of height from this corner to this corner, is 700. So now you know that what I need is 900 and 750 for me to have a whole board at the back that will cover at the back of the cabinet. So we are having 900 by 750. All right. Every cupboard, every cupboard has a door. Yes, we know that they are open shelf cupboards, but we are talking of a cupboard, a basic cupboard with doors. A basic cupboard with doors, you are going to separate them, or if you know what you're doing, you don't need to separate them, just for the sake of learning and educating each other. Doors, you put them the separate so that you understand where are they going. Now, you see here, 750, sorry about that, it should be 750, not 700. 750 by 448. We are saying these cupboards, and there are two, which means there are two doors here. And when there are two doors here, it means they are going to be like this. All right. Now we have 900. So we are saying 900 divided by 2 for you to see the half, the center of the whole cupboard, because the cupboard is going to close the whole, the doors are going to close the whole cupboards. Some, they, according to how they want to the doors to look, some they leave this space, you see this 16 millimeter space. Some they leave it, and the door can start from here and it also end from here. It depends with the design, but for the sake of this discussion, we are going to go with the whole cupboard to be closed with doors. So from this side to this side, we are seeing that it's 900, and you divide by 2. When you divide by 2, it means we are going to have 450, right? And when we have 450, it means each door from here to this half is going to be 450. Then you are taking this measurement 750 for the height, that going to go and close according to the vertical elevation of the cupboard. So it's going to be 750 by 450. But if you see here, I said 448. This means the 2 millimeter that we have put and removed, actually for the 2 millimeter that we have removed here, it's because there's what we call aging. We'll talk about aging on another video, but you need to remove that so that when it is put on top, I know usually we use 1 millimeter. When you put 1 millimeter, you still have a gap of 1 millimeter between gaps, because when you are opening, and let's say you are going to put another cupboard, you don't need the doors to crush each other. So you need to remove at least a millimeter or two, so that the moment you start to open the doors, they won't have a friction or crush each other. At the end of the day, it won't look nice. So you remove 2 millimeters so that it will come the good way. So doors here, you have two doors, 750. Don't mind about that, this is my mistake. It's 750, which means here 750 height times 448. And when you are done with this, you are done with the cutting list.